Hi, and welcome to the thing. It's a little bit of a random thing, but I finished Resident Evil, I finished Pokemon, and I know people enjoyed my E3 discussions. So I'll tell you what, we're going to talk about E3. It's interesting the Master Sword was on the screen there, because that's one of my predictions, is Nintendo is going to sell a Master Sword. Well, I want to check out what's new in Mario Maker 2. You know, in other words, every auto-scroller, autoplay level that has been made. So we'll see the state of Mario Maker 2. Plus, I'll talk about some of my E3 predictions for Nintendo and beyond. Like, you know, Stadia, Atari Jaguar, ColecoVision, all the hot modern systems. But hope you're all doing okay. You know, Johnny's been doing premieres, so if you're watching this premiere right now, hello, thank you for the emote spam. You don't have to do that. Well, speaking of emote spam, another quick announcement is there's a thing where you could sign up for, like, Crust tier. It's a YouTube subscription thing that's really cheap. It's $1, which is actually really good, because that's the cheapest I could set it. And you get some emotes and stuff, and so you can use them in the comments. You really don't have to, but considering I'm not really doing anything on Twitch, if you wanted some emotes, it's a way to do it. You can do between $1 and $5. I think you had to do all 3 tiers, so I had no choice. That said, though, you do get emotes and a little badge, which is cool. And the lowest tier is $1. If you want to support, that's one way to do it. It's easy, it's cheap, but you don't have to. And if you're already subbed on Twitch, for some reason, still, you know, thank you, you don't have to. But this is a cheaper alternative. And if you want both, it's only an extra $1. So it's not too bad. It's a way to, you know, do the memotes for the chat. Thank you for everyone who already did. And if you don't, it's all good. It's all good. Just the fact that you watch is still really great, and much appreciated. That said, though, yeah, I was in the mood for Mario. I've been kind of going through a nostalgic Half-Life phase, as evidenced by my Black Mesa thing that I may or may not have done already, depending on when this is uploaded. Oh, I see the gimmick. And, you know, Mario Maker, I was thinking about it because Steve Gaming uploaded a video where he said that he didn't like Mario Maker 2 as much as 1. And I was like, well, why? And then he kind of spelled it out, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Essentially, it has to do with the UI. When creating. Mostly. It says, like, mostly that. Always shout out to Steve Gaming. I like that dude's videos. I enjoy. But yeah, he definitely made me want to come back to Mario Maker and see what the hell's going on after all this time. Also, I'm not sure if Nintendo's done it yet, but I think they're disabling all the courses for Mario Maker 1. Or the online for Mario Maker 1, if they haven't already. It's been hard to keep up with all that stuff, but... This is like that beat puzzle game. And it's #1 right now because everyone can feel like a genius. I say, beefing a puzzle. There we go. But yeah, E3 is upon us, and the Switch Pro rumors just keep coming. Some say in the next couple days. Hell, I might have done this video and Switch Pro was confirmed real. It's still probably BS, but you know what? I'm hopeful. I think it would make sense because we haven't seen a lot of Nintendo's big shit. They take big shits on their fans sometimes, but you know, I still like their games. That said, the big thing for me would be a Switch Pro. Let's see. All these interesting mechanics I didn't even know about. I've said it before plenty of times, but I do think a Switch Pro makes a lot of sense, and it would increase the longevity of the system. Mid-generation console upgrades usually annoy me, but it's been 4 years, and the thing could use more power, especially for a game like Pokemon Legends Arceus, Breath of the Wild 2, Metroid Prime 4, if that's even real. Huh. Good puzzles. Even if they are simple. There's like new game mechanics I wasn't even aware of. Clever. Yeah, a pretty cool map. Nice. Right off the bat, though, I will say I am covering E3. I'm gonna watch it and pre-record and try to get those uploads out day of, if possible. But again, it's better... Truthfully, I think I probably would have pre-recorded anyway, because music concerns, because E3 doesn't give a fuck, Twitch does, well, the RIAA does. So there's that. And then there's any other stuff that's just like boring and long stretches of nothing for some of these conferences that I probably don't want to watch anyway. But we'll start with Nintendo, and Aqua Gimmick Island was actually a little bit okay. One Screen Munchers. Well, let's see what... We'll do the top 5 entirely. I'll do CBD Gaming? What was that? Oh, someone completed it called like CBT Gaming or something. It's one of these levels, I see. Oh my god. Well, this is difficult to do commentary. Even though I'm not doing anything, my senses are overloaded. And my brain hurts. Really? Oh. Wow, look at that. I somehow still managed to fuck up the level. So, Switch Pro makes sense. I could see it happening before E3, and then they can focus on... I feel like they've been stockpiling a lot of stuff. I'm gonna lower the game. Holy fuck. My main predictions are... I think we'll get a Breath of the Wild 2 holiday release. I think we'll see some Zelda 35th stuff. Fuck you, Metroid. We're not gonna get any Metroid 35th. Jesus, that level. I do expect Zelda 35th. Maybe a port, maybe Ocarina Majora port from 3DS would be ideal. This is, now I say predictions, but also, let's put it this way. These are my interests of what I would like. This is what I want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So I would love a port of, you know, full resolution Ocarina with some, you know, extra post-processing. It still looks good, the 3DS version. It's not going to be amazing, but you can sell that for $30 and Majora for $30. They won't. It'll be 60 each. God damn it. We are gonna get... The other thing that makes me a little nervous is Skyward Sword HD, which I would hate for that to be the holiday Zelda. I don't even hate Skyward Sword. I want Breath of the Wild 2 this holiday season. I would love that for November. It makes sense. One-screen munchers. Here we go. So I'm a little bit worried about that Skyward Sword. Ideally... Oh. Oh, this is gonna be... Okay. Ideally, we get Skyward Sword this summer, and we get Breath of the Wild 2 for the holiday. But I do think we're gonna get some other Zelda stuff. There's gonna be, like, Zelda merch, maybe a Ooh. There's gonna be a crossover. Maybe Link is in some other game. I mean, I've always said that the Zelda series could use, like, one more character in Smash, which... that would be cool. Brings me to Smash, truthfully. I don't think we'll see another Zelda character in Smash. You may say, who is there? I would say Octorok. I'm serious. If they can do Piranha Plant, they can do Octorok. But, yeah, there's plenty of Zelda characters that could be in Smash. I just don't expect it to happen, as nice as it would be. But it would be a good... Ooh, laddie! It would be good for the celebration of Zelda. I don't know, I mean, Dante, Doom Guy, all that fun stuff. We just don't know what kind of Smash character would be next. It's too hard to predict, it's always been, and therefore I'm not going to anymore. But I'd be down for Dante, Master Chief, Doom. We'll probably just get another Pokemon. Here's what we get next. Pokemon cards as the Switch Smash character, right? And the thing is, the price is triple, and you might not even get it. Oh, that's where the flag was? Oh! I would love Kid Icarus 3DS on the Switch with gyro controls. I think that would be phenomenal. Or a new Kid Icarus, but I don't think that would happen. That's just a pipe dream still, after all this time. There's probably gonna be a new, like, free Switch Online game, like Excite Bike 99, you know. Or how about this? Mario Kart 99, where it's Mario Kart, but it's old style. That's right, old style. I did it. And it's a Battle Royale Mario Kart. I could see it happening. There's also the possibility that we will see something Metroid. Even a port, or some kind of, like, GBA on the Switch kind of program where Metroid is there, I'd be fine with that. They can't just ignore Metroid. Are we gonna see Metroid Prime 4 trailer? I think yes. I think it's been long enough. We haven't heard anything of Metroid Prime 4. Even just a reveal of Samus, I mean... For the moment, we know about Pokemon, we know about, like, Mario Golf, which is both great and all that, but we don't know what's happening with a lot of Nintendo's bigger games. Oh. So I think we can very easily maybe get an announcement of that kind. And then, you know, you have stuff like, Donkey Kong. Will we get a Donkey Kong? Will it be some weird Donkey Kong Battle Royale? You know what I mean? Like, there's so much potential, because there's so many fucking characters that we haven't heard from in a while. Ooh. Ooh. I know what to do now. How about, Crash 4 on the Switch? Maybe not my cup of tea, but I will, you know, there was the other Crash games on the Switch, why not Crash 4? We're gonna see more of Splatoon 3. which we've already seen a little bit of. I think that would be a cool thing for them to showcase. Maybe some gameplay, some additional features. That seems pretty obvious to me. Ooh. Will we get Metroid Prime Trilogy? I don't think we will, but I would like that. Mario Kart 9? Nope. New Mario game in general, like another Mario mainline series game. I think it's too early for that. We maybe we'll see something, like a spin-off of some kind, but I think it's a little early for a brand new Mario game. I'd be happy to be wrong here. They could also bust out Mario Party, Super Mario Party 2, with online from the start. I think it would be a fine time for that. This is a lot of stuff. And it's very optimistic predictions. So. Oh, right. I have to stay up there. And that's really pretty much all I've got for the Switch. Bayonetta 3 we still haven't seen in a while, so we'll probably see that. Maybe, No More Heroes. It seems like there's a lot of games that have just been tentatively on the horizon that we may finally see. Or, we may not see any of this. Who knows? Okay, checkpoint. Oh shit! Yeah! Hell yeah. I did it. It's Kaizo Light. And trust me, there are people that play Kaizo that would say that's nowhere near Kaizo, but that was... If I can do it, it's not Kaizo, but it was fun, and it was, I think, a good challenge for me. Okay. So that's level number 4. Famous streamer Desert Koopas. And Adventure of Link. Imagine my surprise. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Will we see F-Zero? How about just put F-Zero GX on the Switch and expose a new generation to F-Zero? Just drag and drop. It's as easy as it is, right? I wonder if they could do Zelda 99. I know I keep going back to these damn Battle Royale things, but it just seems like there's been a lot of them. Just this, there's Bomberman, there's Pac-Man, there's, Mario 35, there's Tetris 99. I mean, there's, you know, a lot more classic series that could be turned into this thing. I could see 99 links on a map. Just random starts, having to find the most amount of stuff. Like a survival Battle Royale kind of game. But with, Zelda 1's stylings. I could see it. I'm not saying I want it, necessarily. I'd play it, truthfully. I would. Oh, right. You can do that. So those are my Nintendo predictions. I do think disappointment is the only real prediction that one should bet on when it comes to Nintendo. So don't get your hopes up too much. But I'm still excited. It's June 15th. There's going to be a presentation. I will be watching it with all of you. Not live. I'll be on my own, on my time, and I'll be recording it. But I do think it'll be an interesting day, and I'm actually excited for E3 this year. Like, and that's just for Nintendo. If you want to talk about what else we might see, let's start with like a general kind of thing. Starfield from Bethesda. I think we're likely to see that. There was some supposed leaks which I don't know if I trust, but it's something that, I mean, maybe. I didn't see them, actually. I only heard about them. But Starfield seems like an obvious, choice to have at E3. I don't think we'll see Elder Scrolls, but I do think Starfield, sure. Maybe something, Wolfenstein or Quake related would be pretty cool. I also found out today that, Mike and Rich from Red Letter Media were in a fucking Drew Barrymore movie. Don't worry about it, it's not worth discussing. But, so, yeah, I think we'll probably see Starfield. Let's see, what else? I had to actually write some of this down, because I knew I was gonna forget. More Far Cry, which we've already seen, Far Cry 6, which I don't really care too much about, but it's something. Battlefield 6 we know is gonna happen. Will Battlefront happen? Another one? I don't know what else they could do with Battlefront. Like, I don't know what else is there. But I think, Jedi Fallen Order 2 would be a good trailer to see. If we're gonna do Star Wars stuff, that would be kinda cool. Will we see Anthem from EA? No, because that game was abandoned. Halo. Halo holiday release. I think that seems kinda likely. Psychonauts 2, perhaps this year. Perfect Dark, we know, on Xbox is a thing. Will we see more of it? Maybe. That makes sense for me, too. Perfect Dark. It just doesn't seem like something that will end up as good as I want it to be, but I'm still interested on some level. I had, somewhat spicy Indian food tonight, so bear with me. If you hear me go, "Ugh!" It's a cool version of that boss. Or any kind of boss. It's like, yeah, how do you do a boss in Mario Maker? In Zelda Mario Maker. That's how you do it. Minecraft God is my prediction for what we will see, which is gonna be a Minecraft spin-off where you play as God. What the hell? I think embarrassing trailers is a cool game that we will see with modern pop music in the style of slow banana indie music with long piano chords. But it'll be AC/DC. It'll be big balls. I've got big balls. You've got big balls. I've got the biggest balls. All while people are getting wiped out on the screen. Thousands of soldiers being wiped out. So that seems likely. What else? What other things? Outer Worlds 2? I feel like that could be on the horizon. Fable. Will we get a Banjo-Kazooie? No. But we can, you know, we can dream. Also, that was a good map. More zombie shit, of course. Sport. There will be a car on stage. You know how it is. It's the same. It's the same all the time. I'm gonna now just look for random whatever maps. What the hell is this? Music? Yeah, it's all like speedrunning music shit. So, all the regular old levels seem to be kind of pushed aside. Bioshock 4 we know is a thing. Will we see it? I think we won't. We willn't. We willn't. It's one of these levels again. Maybe I don't want to do a level like this now, but I'll try a couple more times. Bioshock 4, it seems a little early for that, but I think it would be... Maybe you could get a trailer out of it, like with an announcement, like the logo, like we did Dragon Quest XII. Here's a prediction that isn't mine, but is one that I saw on the internet, believe it or not. The internet had predictions for the video games. I thought it was weird. I was shocked. Cyberpunk DLC. Plus, like, a giant patch. And that being an E3 presentation from CD Projekt Red. And a dude wearing a CD Projekt Red shirt and glasses apologizing. And saying that their customers demand the best. And that's why going forward, Cyberpunk 2077 will be rebranded Cyberpunk 2078. Why did I do that there? Why did I do that there? I don't know if I want to do this level. Try one more time. Well, one more time. Excuse me. I don't think they're gonna announce anything Witcher related until CD Projekt figures out what to do with their shareholders in regards to the Cyberpunk stuff. Oh, that works. Oh, I see. Hang on. Okay, try again. So yeah, I do think Witcher is on hold for a little bit. Though Elden Ring we haven't heard from or seen, and that also feels like it could be a big presentation at this year's E3. George R. R. Martin walks onto the stage riding a wolf. Wait, how would that work? Well, he rides onto the stage, walking on a wolf. Wait. He's on a wolf, and much like when I saw him at the Staten Island Yankee Stadium, the wolf took a big shit on the field. And that will happen on the stage. So that would be good. You know, I've seen a couple lists have, like, Tekken listed, weirdly enough, and I don't really play Tekken, so I don't want to have that prediction, because I don't really know if... I don't even know when the last Tekken came out. But, I really would like to see the LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga game, because that piqued my interests, because it seems like... my main concern with the Star Wars LEGO games was it was too simplistic. Fun. Funny. But I guess I just couldn't finish them, because it was too, like, I don't know, basic. And I just eventually lost interest. I'm not saying, like, oh, I'm an epic gamer, I need more, but a little bit. Maybe a little bit. From Bethesda Starfield, I don't know if they have their own conference. I didn't pay enough attention to find out, but I do know that I expect Starfield, like I said before, and I also expect, Fallout 76 to be announced for Xbox One, is it called? No, Xbox Series X and PS6. I really need to not throw that so soon. Yeah, and Wolfenstein maybe. Maybe some other games that they're gonna, like, bring over to next gen, but truthfully, I don't really know what Bethesda's gonna do and how big they're gonna go this year, because usually they have one of the bigger conferences and they show... One thing's for sure, they're gonna definitely do a staff reel, and they're gonna show you how cool their staff, like, family are, which is nice. It's nice. It's really great. But we will see that, and we will also see that, you know what, gosh darn it, we love people here at Bethesda. Look at these people, look at this people, look at this couple, look at this people. Aren't you happy we have so many people? Don't worry about Fallout 76. Don't worry that our quality control has suffered. We will get you some cute pictures of our staff, and It'll be cool, bro. That wasn't one that you could bounce off of. You have to jump off of that one. Okay. 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 That one you do bounce off of. Oh, I have to grab something and throw it? I do think this will be the E3 of next-gen upgrades, though. We're going to see a ton of old game, either for free, or a small fee, or full price, with ray tracing, scock tracing, and just smoother frame rates. I still... Confession, I think the next-gen systems right now are... We're just not... I'm not seeing the point of buying one, still. And visuals, you know, again, I have a PC, I'm lucky, it's a good one. Not everyone does. So I'm a little biased, but... How do I do that now? How do I do that? Do I just... Oh, I think I... Okay. So yeah, expect a ton of, even if the Switch does it with the Switch Pro, there's probably gonna be some of that. You know, maybe even like, oh, Breath of the Wild next-gen update, or at best, Hyrule Warriors with good frame rates, but, I think that it will be an E3 of plenty of that. Final Fantasy 16. I wonder if we're gonna see that. Will we see Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2? Because we already see Final Fantasy 7 Yuffie. Maybe they're gonna focus on showing that more. The integrate thing. And they're not gonna, like, show us too much. Hey, but... Just Cause game could come out. A new Kingdom Hearts. Okay, I have no idea what Square Enix is gonna do. But they have plenty of things that they could reveal. It just depends on wilt they. Wilt. You have to wonder too, are we gonna get a new Assassin's Creed game? Will we get a new Watch Dogs or a DLC from Ubisoft? Do they have their own conference? I don't know. I actually don't know who's going to even be at E3 this year. So I'm coming from a pretty, like, dopey perspective here. But Beyond Good and Evil 2 we haven't seen in a while. Maybe a new Rainbow Six. And, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with all of them. Again, there's a couple lists online that I looked at just to remind me of what games have been announced already. And truthfully, I just want Bloodborne 2. Or even Bloodborne PC. So, you know, will we find out what Kojima has? Does Kojima have something new in the works? I think he said that he did. So, will we get Pikmin 4 from Kojima? Or anyone? That's the question. That's the question no one's asking. No, a lot of people want Pikmin. Do we get a new Devil May Cry, perhaps? Oops. Will, Monster Hunter Rise PC be detailed? There's many things that come to mind that I just don't know. Back for Blood, I see here on a list. I see... Okay, here's a wild one. GTA 6. I would like that. It's, you know, it's been almost a decade now. And GTA 5 is still going strong. And sure, Red Dead is still kind of new, but you have to imagine Rockstar was working on GTA 6. You know what I mean? Like, you have to imagine. But the way these games go, and with the new generation of consoles, and just new technology in general, and how detailed Rockstar makes their games, you have to wonder how long and how many people are working on this game, and for how long? Because it's gotta be the most intense project of all time. If they're gonna go the same level of detail upgrade that was, let's say, 3 to 4, and then 4 to 5. So... Hey! And then, you know, there's also... what's Valve doing? Because Valve had some stuff they said they were working on, and, you know, there's, like... people that actually want to work on Half-Life. I'm not gonna say Half-Life 3, but we have had a Half-Life in the past year. And we, you know, could hear very easily about something Valve has been working on, I think. So there's that. And then there's none of this. There can be a lot less than this, but I don't know. I mean, E3 is a magical time. Oh, there's the, just as a refresher, I just looked over, there's the Gollum game. The Lord of the Rings Gollum game, which, it seems a little scummy, playing as Gollum. I'm kind of interested. I saw that walk animation. It was scummy. But Gollum is scummy, so if they get that right, that would be nice. No? Okay. No. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, there's so many games that could be discussed here, including games we know about, but I don't really have a lot of vested interest in those games. The ones I talked about were mainly just the ones I wanted. I feel like an easy thing, because, you know, the world is still not completely back to the way it was, and it probably won't be. So, there's a lot of time lost that I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, there's a heavier focus on ports than usual, or, you know, remastered editions. I'll tell you what I don't want to see. I don't want to see Skyward Sword in the Nintendo Direct for more than 5 minutes. How the fuck do you do that? Looks like I'm stuck to this level, huh? Or not even 5. I want to see a 1-minute trailer of Skyward Sword, and then Breath of the Wild 2 the rest of the way. Awesome. Because we know. I just want to know a couple things. Are they going to do any other tweaks to the game? Are they going to have, like, non-Babby mode where Fi goes away? Well, whatever the case may be, I do think that the most important thing here is that we get even just a trailer for Zelda. It's a lot of Muncher levels. Green plus Goombrats 20 seconds. Someone did it in under 20 seconds. People love these levels, man. I want to know what the speedrun tactics are. Like, can you do the fast fall backwards? I watched Summoning Salt's Mario Brothers video about, like, shaving off frames from the world record. And it was mind-numbing, and I couldn't look away. It was amazing. But doing some of those frame-perfect tricks, not even just frame-perfect, several frame-perfects in a row? Oh. Sorry, duck. Couple other games I could mention. I guess Dragon Age. I'm reading from a list now because I didn't feel like remembering a lot of this stuff. But Dragon Age 4, Mass Effect, someone wrote. This is just some random prediction thread now. It's Banjo 3E conquers other Bad Fur Day. Shock reveal. Oh my god. Brutal Legend 2. Oh, okay. The open world Star Wars game from Ubisoft. Is that a thing? God of War 5. Isn't that confirmed? I think that's newly confirmed that God of War 5 is confirmed next year. Silent Hill. Okay, yeah, sure. Dino Crisis reboot. Wow, that's a long shot. DMC 6. I would be down for that. Okay, I see some stuff here like Bloodborne-style Castlevania reboot. Weirdly enough, I can kind of see that working. Like, with Castlevania, they went God of War. That one time. And then with Star Wars, they went Dark Souls-esque. And I could kind of see it working. I could really... The atmosphere could work for that, but, I mean, truthfully... I mean, Iga has already confirmed... Bloodstained 2. And, that's kind of what I want. And, like, any kind of Castlevania like that would be great, but, again, Konami, what are they doing? They made Bomberman... Which I found out was a Stadia game, apparently. No wonder it was so crustaceous. And then, like, Metal Gear. The most I could see from Metal Gear is a remake, but again, Konami got Hater back, I found out, for Bomberman. That's confirmed. They gave the dude a paycheck to do some snake lines. So, so I do think, you know, a remaster or a remake or a new collection could happen. I could see that happening. Or even like a port to the Switch or something, you know? But I still think the Metal Gear series is in limbo at best. Dead at worst, but maybe just like let it be dead and, you know, stop trying to like raise the corpse. Oh, alright. Well, GG. Hey, I tied the world record. I played Counter-Strike for the first time in a while. Yesterday. Just for like an hour. I'm fucking terrible at it. I was never, like, amazing at it, but I was competent. God, am I so fucking bad at it. Begin. Step 1. There's... okay, so you make the hat. This is very silly. Step 2. Hair? Yeah. Step 3. Skin. Okay. Little spaghetti on your overalls. I had a good idea for an not an album, sorry, for like if I had an Italian restaurant, I'd have a dish called spaghetti de blanc, and it would be spaghetti in white sauce. But it's based on the Police album of the same name. Not the same name, Regatta de Blanc is the name of the Police album. And it would be a rock and roll Italian themed restaurant. So if anyone needs the idea, you can just keep that. That's free. I don't want to do it. But I get to eat for free. That's the only stipulation. I can go there like Tony would go to Vesuvio. Also, we have Legend of Mana soon, which I am considering playing. I'm not 100% sure yet. I have to really... I'm doing less games at the moment because it takes more time to do the games, because I'm playing less stuff per week. Sure, there's been a lot of videos lately, but keep in mind, Denny, that I've been doing, on some occasions, like Sunday, I had a day where I said to myself, I want to play some games, and I recorded like 3 things. And some of these things are like an hour long, some are a little over an hour. But that's good for me because I can still keep to my, you know, I can keep to a pretty decent upload schedule, but I can take like a couple days off in a row, which is really nice. This has been a really good thing for me, and it continues to be, but, you know, I'm still uploading stuff, and some of the videos, like I said, are a little shorter than usual. But if I'm gonna do a 20-hour long game, I really gotta make sure I want to do it. And Legend of Mana has always been a bit of a worry for me, because I've heard the things... Still, I'm not entirely opposed to it. Will we see a Mana game, though? Maybe a new one? Or another remake of the first one? At E3 this year. Luckily, it seems like Square wants to do stuff with Mana. Mana. I always said Mana. But now that I'm older, Mana. Whatever. So yeah, I mean, after Trials of Mana ended up being... coming to the West and also having a pretty good remake. Like, I liked it. Twiles. It was worth playing, I think, and I'm happy it came out. I think Square would be, it would be good for them to do another Mana game. A new one would be cool. Maybe even use the same engine and just do some quality of life further. Like, whatever they did in Trials of Mana, right? They could do a new one. Use the same engine, modify it, make it a little bit tighter, gameplay-wise, a little bit more variety. Get it maybe closer to Final Fantasy VII Remake gameplay, because I thought that gameplay was phenomenal. I really liked it. It wasn't, like, perfect. It wasn't Devil May Cry, but boy... Ah! How did I die on Babby level? But man, I enjoyed it enough that I think that if Square wanted to go in that direction more, I'd be fine with it. So, you know, they just have to learn how to tell a good, unique, original story. Is that something Square can do these days? I truthfully don't know. I've had my issues with many of Square's modern things. They've had a lot of issues where, you know, it just doesn't appeal to me, a lot of the stuff they've been doing. Not that it's all, like, shit, but I haven't played most of it, and truthfully, the way they handled, like, the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles stuff alone was unfortunate. Not just the port, but, like, subsequent entries. So, I could of course say, oh, it would be nice if a Chrono Trigger or anything Chrono-related thing appeared at E3 this year, and that's like my ultimate goal, right? Or ultimate pipe dream would be, you know, something Chrono Trigger-related in Smash, or maybe another port, just because it would be like, oh, the game is alive. That's how much that game means to me, where if it were to come to the Switch, even as its own product, or in like a little collection with Cross or something, I would be very happy to buy it and support it, because I'd want Square to see that there's interest. Again, Square Enix is not the same as Squaresoft. It's a different company now, there's different people. And the only thing that is really gonna make Chrono Trigger as amazing as it is just port it. We don't need, like, a 3D remake. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, I think taking that art style away from Chrono Trigger would just be a disaster. It's unnecessary. The most you can do is... oh god, imagine they did the Final Fantasy VI mobile thing. Oh god, no. The best thing they could do is, the Octopath Traveler kind of thing that Dragon Quest is doing. And you know, you can keep the original sprites, but add some dimension, and still try to do something a little different with it. That would be great. Fine. The original will still exist. Same for Final Fantasy VII. People that don't like the remake, I understand your pain. You're slightly misled by the name remake, because it's not entirely a remake. But it is its own kind of thing, but also a remake. And it's also like a sequel, as well as a remake. And for that, I actually am more interested, because it means that we're not just gonna get the same thing. I want to see where the story's gonna go next. But the original will always exist, in its crusty glory. And you know what? There's a charm even to Final Fantasy VII's original, graphics. Those Popeye arms, man, and those fucking pointy polygon titties. Let me tell you, Popeye the Sailor Man going motorboating out in the great open sea, because there's just something charming about those graphics, even if they steered well away from them in the future. Me eats me spinach. That was an easy map, but I liked that it was based on just like, hey, here's a chill level. Super chill world. Grassy meadows, 3-star coins. That's fine for me. But I hope you're enjoying the premieres. It's definitely a little weird to do the videos and then have them premiere. And I stopped in for a little bit and looked around. I was like, okay, people are enjoying themselves. That's all that matters. Listen, it turns out I love doing this. I really have a hard time not making videos about video games, because I love this hobby so fucking much. And I love sharing my thoughts on it. I do like to be a little bit of a clown. I like to talk about stuff I like. I'm a jerk-off asshole man. I'm Popeye the asshole man. I can't help it. I like it. So if people are enjoying the premieres, that's great. I don't know if we'll always do premieres. I don't know if I'll return to streaming, as I've said a bunch. But if it's something that people can enjoy independently, that's cool. I just still need to take a step back from, like, community stuff. There's a reason I don't really do community stuff anyway, and haven't, because it gets, when it gets too big, it gets crazy. You know, and like, it's like human beings evolved to know like 100 people or something like that. There's some study done about, like, you know, like your close family, your friends, and how many people the human mind can remember. Then suddenly you have 10,000 people alone in just one thing, and then you have many thousands more. It adds up, and it's, while I am eternally grateful for the art, for the community aspect of what I've done for years, it's overwhelming. And taking a step back from both social media and the community thing has been good for me. It's allowed me to learn and grow as a person, too. Maybe that sounds dumb, but it's been nice to just kind of live off of my own merits on what makes me happy daily, aside from people telling me I'm great, which I don't need. Or complete shit, because you trust me when I say, it may not seem as apparent, and people have been really great to me over the years, but, you know, you get the opposite just as much, and as much as people build you up, people can knock you down and find that one weakness, which luckily you realize, oh, these people don't really know me, which is fine. But, soy un perdedor, I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? It's a Beck song. Yeah, I'll check this out. It's a roller coaster, is what I'm saying, and I've seen a lot of creators say, do yourself a favor, get yourself off the internet, social media, if you're a creator, whatever, because it can get tough. I've seen it time and time again. Oh. And I understand it much better now. And you know what? As a flawed human being, I've realized, too, that sometimes it really is just best to be aware of your own strengths and shortcomings without the entire internet of strangers telling you. So, anyway, it got deep. We went from E3 predictions to fucking existential crisis mode, but it's all part of it, and it's all good because you can learn from it, and that's what I think has been good about my new schedule. Also, Red Vox music is going very well. I know I've said it before, but for those that are interested in that sort of thing, I am very happy with the direction. And it's been fun to record these songs, and it's also been, I know people are gonna overanalyze my lyrics for this next one, and I'm gonna just say, a lot of it was written, some of it was written 2 years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago, so just be aware of that. That said, I am really happy with some of these songs, and I really had to kind of, dig deep and look deep within myself, man, to get some of these lyrics, and whether or not you find them corny, that's up to you, but I like them so far. You know what? I just don't want to do this map, though, because this is like, it's okay, but I want to see what other things there are here. Do we go into the new course territory? Here's the newest course uploaded. Newest course. I've gotten all of my guitars, I think I mentioned this, but all of them are in working, tuned-up order. Tuned-up condition. And we've gotten some really good sounds out of them. And I've even had to learn how to play the 12-string much more appropriately, because it's not easy to play a 12-string. It can be, I mean, it's easy if you have some experience with guitar, but the problem with the 12-string is you're doubled up, as is in the nature of the word 12, string. And precision counts. And you have to press on the strings just enough but maybe not too much. Do I just run past everyone? Yeah, I think I can just run past, like, everything. Oh, okay. I'd give this level a gold star. Okay. Bowser fight now. Alright. Peace. My other wish for E3 is Uno. Uno 3D. I'm gonna like that level. Isn't that nice? It's a nice level. I want more VR stuff. I want to see what kind of, like, Trolls World Tour Trash Trolls. Okay. But yeah, more VR, whether it be like indie stuff or big budget. The only problem with big budget is, look what happened with that Medal of Honor game. I had some hopes for that, weirdly enough. And I played it, and it was poop. Mostly. It was okay-ish at best, and it was Respawn. I'm like, oh man. Who cut their fucking funding? What is this? I would love, like, a legit Star Wars VR game. Like, Squadrons was pretty good. It was surprisingly good. In VR. And yet, the lightsabers is what it's all about. Like, there's that Blade and Sorcery mod for Star Wars shit, which... Alright, I don't know how to do this, so there's a trick here I'm missing. Trash troll world. I think I have to escape the new course's hellscape soon. I don't know how much more new course stuff I can do. Still weird playing the 3D world style in 2D. So the last thing I was talking about was VR shit, and yeah, Star Wars with a lightsaber, like I'm sure that Vader Immortal thing, or whatever the hell that was, I don't know if that was any good, or if there was a full experience, but like a Half-Life Alyx quality VR experience for me. Like, again, not everyone has VR, not everyone can afford VR. In fact, I'm kind of curious to see when Valve is gonna announce Index 2, because there's already... I forget if it was HP or what, but there's already a headset that is rivaling the specs of the Index. So I'm wondering if they have anything in mind for that. Any kind of announcement. I don't know if... Valve doesn't seem like the type that would announce something like that at E3. I'll try some of these levels. A journey from which he will never come back.
Let's go.
The other VR stuff I wouldn't mind would be more, I mean, VR for me, like from a gameplay perspective, worked best with shoot, and there's just kind of no way around that. Like it's just it feels right for shoot. So I'm down for more like Valve shoot. Like if we're gonna do another Half-Life Alyx type thing, I'd be totally down for that. And Super Hot VR was great. I wouldn't mind like another experience like that, or like another Super Hot VR. I don't know, there's a lot of potential for VR. I guess I haven't seen as much of it realized. And I do feel like the hand-to-hand combat stuff is fun. VR exploration game would be cool. Like a VR Skyrim thing designed from the ground up. With, more emphasis on, like what Half-Life did, which was, like, searching the rooms. Or maybe even, like, more of a game where you just search rooms for clues and solve puzzles within the rooms. And it's, like, a smaller experience. I mean, hell, Silent Hill VR would be kind of incredible in that sense. Also, Resident Evil 4 would be great in VR if it wasn't fucking Stadia exclusive. Or what is it? Oculus? Facebook? We really... Listen, VR is such a brand new medium. I can't for the life of me fathom how having exclusive VR games for one platform over another is good for the industry of VR games when it's still so new and it's struggling to be accepted. And, you know, the market share is not, like, it's not amazing. The amount of people that have VR is not huge. And it's still, like, fractionated because now you have to have not cock. You just need to have faith of the heart. Because now you need to have your Facebook account. You log into your Cocculus. Then, after that, you can get in. Only then can you play Resident Evil 4 VR. It's like, come on. Get rid of some of that shit. We need games for VR so people actually want to play VR and actually want to check it out. It's still, truthfully, it's still a little too expensive anyway for most people. Like, if you're gonna invest in a VR headset that isn't one that, like the Quest, right? You're gonna get, like, an HP or, the Index. You gotta have good reasons. Like, Half-Life Alyx is a huge reason. I'd still recommend that game. If you get VR, absolutely get Half-Life Alyx, but I don't know if I would say, you know, don't eat for, like, a couple weeks so you can play Half-Life Alyx. Like, dude, eat! A little bit, eat. Remember when Nintendo put cardboard on people's faces, and that was VR for them? That was weird. Oh god, what is this map? You know what else I could see? A Ring Fit 2. Ah! Ring Fit 2! Excuse me. Now that, Ring Fit did pretty well, and people have that yoga mat, the yoga ring thing, and probably a mat too, I could see an additional fitness game, maybe even an additional peripheral, like the Switch balance board, plus the yoga ring. and then you have like Ring Fit 2. I could actually see that being a pretty good announcement for some people. Yeah! Yes! Back to E3 stuff for a second. Here's a question. What's Grezzo working on? You know, the people that made Link's Awakening? And, some of the remakes of Zelda? It's an interesting map. I've been found out. I'm actually not a Goomba, I'm a cat. I'm an adult cat man. Which is, incidentally, the name of, the next Metal Gear villain, if there's ever another game in the series. Adult Catman. Or just Death Stranding, too. Death Stranding Toompa Loompa. Those blocks gonna go away? Oh. Fuck. I gotta step on the squids. Last I heard, Grezzo was working on an adventure game. So is this a new Zelda remake, or is it an original game like Ever Oasis, or will we see something from them at E3? Because I think they're a very talented studio. And I also wouldn't mind another Zelda. I wouldn't mind a Link Between Worlds style Zelda game again from them. But even more original this time, as opposed to just taking the map. Like, fully committing to a new 2D Zelda game. Never go that way. Okay.
Oh no!
Oh no! So was it lucky that I got that cat suit before? Man. Or like a Samus Return style Super Metroid. You know, again, the remake shit is... Super Metroid doesn't need a remake. It really doesn't. But, you know, an original game not based on any previous Metroids with that 2D style would be great. Yeah, it was luck before. Wow. It would be great if the squids just, like, stayed still. It would be great if the squids were in water. Like, squids don't have enough. We have to now give them oxygen. Anyway. Yeah, I guess ultimately from Grezzo. Grezzo. In Italian, the two Z's together, it's like Ezzo. But, yeah, an original... an original Zelda game. We haven't seen that since, like, Minish Cap. Like, Best of Both, Between Both Worlds. Link Between Worlds is a very good game. And I think it's actually a phenomenal game. I love it, actually. And I would, I would play it again. I haven't played it in a while. I played it when it first came out, and that was it. So I would definitely check that game out again and see if it would be, if it holds up. And I think it would. I'm just saying, like, an original map... I guess that's the end of me for this map, huh? An original story... can you just... like, can you skip? I was almost positive you could skip levels.
Let's go.
The Koopa King's son. I guess that's one way to skip levels. Also, I think, again, Sieve Gaming had a good point about Mario Maker 2 and some of its shortcomings. In terms of content, though, there's so much here that I don't think a Mario Maker 3 will happen until the next major Nintendo system. Also, I don't think Splatoon 3 will be this year's big E3 showcase. They did a very fast job with Splatoon 2, and it was good. And over time, with the DLC stuff, it became, like, there's so much in that game. And it's really a phenomenal sequel, but it didn't quite start that way. I feel like it started a little bit shaky. Salmon Run is great. Salmon Run in Splatoon 2 is amazing. And Splatoon 3 could have some other interesting game modes that we, you know, who knows? I would be down to find out. I just don't think... I think it's too soon for Splatoon 3 to be the main feature of Nintendo's E3. I think next year. But I guess it all depends on Breath of the Wild 2. If Breath of the Wild 2 is revealed... If Breath of the Wild 2 is revealed this year... As releasing this year, rather. As releasing this year. That would be, that would be the main game for E3 this year, then. And then, you know, next year maybe could be Splatoon 3's year. Or if Metroid Prime 4 ever comes out, maybe, you know, Metroid. There's also nothing saying that Nintendo can't do multiple big holiday releases. I think this is going to be a big year for Nintendo releases, because last year it was not great, and I feel like a lot of things were delayed. So I feel like this year we're going to have multiple big releases. I hope.
Oh no!
Great. Because we already have Pokemon Remake confirmed. That's coming out this year. At the very least, Skyward Sword, which I don't consider that to be a huge thing because it's already been out. It would be a nice supplemental game. You know, that would even be a good, like, late summer, early fall game. Like, that would be a good September game. It's just, does Nintendo want to double dip with 2 major Zelda releases in 1 year? Delay Skyward Sword to next year. Have that one come out March, and then have Breath of the Wild 2 come out this year.
Oh no!
Well, that's 1 life left there. Didn't get too far, huh? That one fucking level was a nightmare. Wait, what was it? Something say mini game remix? Yeah, sure, I'll play mini games. 9,999 comments. Very good! And then what's Sony's big game this year? Find. Oh, this is the spot the difference thing. Fast. You don't want me to eat? For how long? I'll avoid. Man, why couldn't I get this level in that challenge? I learned of the term shelltricity from Sieve Gaming, which is electricity using shells. It's how, like, information is carried. Timing. Last. Oh, I understand now. It's Pong. This is so good. So I've hit another vinyl snafu, which is, All Things Must Pass, the George Harrison album, is like going for between 80 and 150 bucks because I think it's also out of print. The fuck, man? It's the most popular and best Beatles solo album. Why not do another pressing of it? Oh well. I'm good. If I ever find it one day, if they ever do another pressing, or if I find a, you know, an affordable version, that's fine, but I'm not going out of my way for that one. I've heard it a million times, and again, it's just more the idea of, like, displaying and having it when I get my turntable. Not a priority by any means. But that would be a good E3 game. George Harrison 64. You know, I thought I was the walrus. Turns out I was the one who was brooding. The walrus. It's the content you're here for. Consider me lucky that I even have people that watch this shit. Level making simulator. Okay. I'll probably do just this one more. In terms of my E3 predictions, though, all of this stuff is just obvious. Most of it. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh. Okay, so we'll choose that enemy, Buzzy Beetle. We'll choose that platform. It's like working. It's like a computer. It's amazing. Choose that. Okay, Wendy. How come Wendy's never did a crossover with Mario Brothers 3 Wendy? Oh. I mean, it's a cool concept. I kind of want to go back and do every other choice. I'm gonna do that. I want to see what the other choices are like. Okay, maybe an unpopular opinion, but this power-up, not my favorite. It's just okay. If I had to rank my Mario power-ups, I'd give you... Let's see. Oh, I see. I can do my Mario power-ups ranked in a minute. I'll give you some examples of what I mean. Oh, there we go. Nice. Nope. Yeah, I'll do that level again with different choices, but... I just want a refresher of what power-ups are in Mario. Okay, there's a lot. So I'll tell you what my favorites are of games that I've played, which is most of them. But, like, there's one here that's from Mario and Luigi's Partners in Time, and that's the Copy Flower, so I don't know about that. My top 3 are probably the Tanuki suit, the Hammer Brothers suit, and... let me think. I mean, I could be cheap and say the P-Wing from Mario 3. Those are all Mario 3. Just, like, to this day, Mario 3 has the best power-ups. I'm sorry, still. The Fire Flower is usually... You kind of can't go wrong with the Fire Flower. That's like a classic one. So I'll say those are my top 3. And then if you want to throw the Feather in there, because that's a good one. You can do glide and interesting things with that. I like that one. And, the blue shell was kind of fun. We don't really see that a whole lot. That was in New Super Mario Brothers. I do like the cannon box from this game. The carrot from Mario Land 2 is, I don't think, all that great. Because it's just like it's just a jump and a glide. Like, almost every other air item did it better. I'm not a fan of the Super Ball that we just saw, that inspired this. The acorn... The P-Acorn, the flying squirrel thing, not amazing. I don't hate it, but it's not... I think it's just kind of bland. Propeller Mushroom, I think, is alright. You can do some cool stuff with it, but again, as a flying... item in the Mario series, the Propeller Mushroom is very one-note, but it's fun. It's fun-note, we'll call it. It's not a bad item at all, but it's kind of just, you know, not as good as some of the other ones. I like the metal cap, too. But that's a different kind of thing, because it's Mario 64, it's temporary. But it was a cool fucking item then, it's still cool now. Even if its uses are very limited. But... for me, almost nothing can beat the Hammer Brothers suit. The ice mushroom, or the ice flower, while kinda cool, because it reminds me of the ice beam from Metroid. Not all that different from, oh, the puzzle's a little different here. Okay. Not all that different from the Fire Flower. Oh, interesting. I see. Okay. Like, yeah, you can actually probably... Well, no, you know what? I'm gonna say that the ice flower is pretty cool because you can make platforms out of enemies. There's room for unique puzzles with that. It just depends on how it's utilized. Okay, entirely different boss fight. Best power-up, though, is being able to throw vegetable. Or, the weird mushroom from Mario Maker 1. Cool. Well, that was an interesting map. I like conceptual maps like that. The leaf from Mario 3 is like a less good Tanuki suit, but considering it's so common, and I remember when Mario 3 came out, I was like, Mario can fly! It was amazing. So I just kind of like that for nostalgic reasons. And, those are some of my rankings. I didn't really rank them so much as I just talked about a couple of them. But, I'll tell you one I really don't like. The mini mushroom. I think it's not a great concept. Mega mushroom and mini mushroom, I don't find all that exciting. The mega one is fun for a little bit. You know, you stomp around like Godzilla on a train set for imitation crab meat. That's all well and good. You get some enjoyment out of that a couple times. And the mini mushroom could be used for some puzzles. Like, for example, if you hold on to the mini mushroom, you can get to different levels and shortcuts, which is cool because you have to keep it, but you're small and you float, you can run on water, fine. It's in, like, all of the new Super Mario Brothers games. You can tell I don't really like the new Super Mario Brothers games all that much. But I just think that the Mega Mushroom is cool for the visuals and the fun of looking at it. And that's cool for a couple levels, but then the Mini Mushroom is just... Like, I remember never really being excited getting that thing. It was always kind of a chore. Even if it did have some decent, cool moments when, like, you finally used it properly to get to a secret area. Or, like, you know, going under a mountain or something. So. But, yeah, I'm sorry, Hammersuit is best. Alright, so there you go. Mario Maker 2. Good to revisit. And, you know, some of the levels were as expected, and some were better than expected. It seems like the ingenuity continues, and people are still making some cool levels, and truthfully, that's a good thing. I enjoy. I don't know if we're going to get more DLC for this. I think they said they weren't going to do any more, so that sucks. But I could always return to this again at some point in the future if I wanted to, and there will always be fresh content, so that's good. I look forward to E3. It's still a couple weeks away. Well, it's like a week and a couple days away. Let's see. Nintendo's presentation is on June 15th, right? So hang on, that's a Tuesday. So it's like 2 weeks from right this moment. Let's do a quick look. Because I put it in my calendar. Oh, I have a dentist appointment that day too. Great. Oh, alright. Well, yeah, I'll be covering it, and then hopefully you can see my impressions of everything that happens day of. Take care, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and thank you for the support, even if you don't have to. But I'm just glad people are still watching this crap. It's fun for me. Good night, goodbye, good day, good evening, whatever, and see you around, denizens of Videoland.
Mega awesome!